I was always wanting to do my MBA actually, and I was searching for these courses, and but the reason why I was looking to do an MBA was actually I was looking for the entrepreneurship sort of courses in an MBA. So I wanted to start my own business and wanted to equip myself with those skills, and then I was looking at all the reputable universities, and I came across this program, and it kind of thought, well, actually, why would I do an MBA where all this course is actually in this course that Cambridge was offering? And so that's one of the main reasons why it attracted me to this course. Because some of the MBA courses actually focus not even on starting a business, which is kind of what I wasn't really after an MBA. So that's one of the main reasons for doing that. An entrepreneur needs to have a broad range of skills, from everything from having an idea but also be able to execute on that idea. And I think the program so far is created in a structured way of being able to learn everything from being able to take an idea to a concept to even creating a business model, and then be able to pitch that idea, and also be able to understand how you're actually going to implement that business model going forward. So I think the skills have been everything from negotiation to even seeking funding and financial projections. So it is a broad range of skills, I think, that I've kind of started to equip myself during the program. So it's been great. The online learning experience was an interesting way to actually start to, when you weren't at a residential session in Cambridge, to be able to stay connected with your colleagues. So we met the colleagues very early on, but then we've been away for the last 5-6 months. So the learning experience has actually provided us, rich content every week. So we have new content of videos and readings, and but it's been practical in nature, where you have to actually try and use that content that you're actually learning and actually apply that to your project. So I'm a very practical person, so I like to try and put that into practice straight away. So which was very, very good. And the forums were interesting, so it provided interesting feedback and interesting discussions there, and there's been some many funny discussions, but also interesting insights where people are sharing different perspectives that they have, because everyone comes from different countries, so they have different ways of looking at things. So that's been an interesting part of it. Mentors and tutors have actually fed back as well through the learning experience, so that's been another aspect of being able to get that feedback, continual feedback, which has also been great. I suppose everyone's looking for validation that they're on the right track of whether it be their understanding of a concept, or also whether they're applying it in a practical nature. So I think that's vital for part of this course, is to get that continual feedback. I wouldn't say it is easy. I suppose it's been difficult at times, because obviously you need to juggle work commitments, online study, but I suppose it's all about anything. You're having to plan and have a way around of being able to set some time aside to actually do that. So whether it be on weekends and early mornings, sometimes I'd actually do some of the work before work, or even after work. But yeah, it does require a commitment personally. But everyone knows that when you commit to the course, then your friends and family do understand that that there is a commitment. So it's all kind of peaks and troughs, the way I kind of look at it. If you commit the time very early, then it's kind of goes along, probably about 10 hours, during the whole time of the course. But sometimes you might actually do less than some weeks, and then you actually have to really, really work hard the last few weeks, because it also depends on the stage of your enterprise project. Yeah, and depends on who you're working with at the time, and everything is an iteration. So when you're looking at a business, you have to kind of iterate over things. And so my business partner and I often did workshops on weekends and whatnot to actually and it was quite good, and to actually have the kind of structure and the plan that, I had to have this due, and it kind of forced us to try to plan around that. So we probably wouldn't have done some of the work as quick as we had if it hadn't have been for the course. So that's kind of the benefit I've kind of tried to draw from the course. I think it's created a structure to put deadlines, I suppose, into the project. Before, I suppose, going back to September, when we started the course, I actually had a different business idea, and I actually changed it in October. So but I had a hunch in September that I was going to change and I'm glad I did, and because I was more passionate about this new idea, which is in the mobile health industry, and so, as I said, it has created a structure and kind of had weekly deadlines of almost trying to produce work and trying to understand whether this my enterprise project was actually feasible. So that's what I've actually liked about the course, and it's kind of made you think about different areas of the business earlier than what you would actually probably in a normal case do, because of that structure, as I said. Right now, we have created a minimal viable product of my business idea is around creating mobile applications, iPad, iPhone applications for the mobile health industry. So we've actually created a test product so we can actually get our users to actually test that. And that's been a big thing because we've actually got feedback. We actually got feedback in January of one of our very early products, and we're actually reiterated on that, and we're actually trying to release the beta product, as we like to call it. We've actually got a business model which we think is going to work. We've got a roadmap of where we know we want to go, and so we're kind of excited over the next few months of trying to execute that kind of roadmap. So that's kind of where we're at the moment.